was in telephone operator.
Yeah, so Jewel was losing money and I had to come in.
To help out.
Hello?
Junk call होगा इसका, इसको कोई phone नहीं करता. चलो, start.
Are we rolling, sir? Okay.
Let's meet Power Couple, the Packshot King and the most amazing production manager. But they're also known for their humble and creative nature. Please welcome Mr. Joel and Ms. Gemma Fonseca.
Before we get into the episodic content, we would like to invite you to join our community of the backstage artists. These backstage artists are the true inspiration behind our podcast.
They have pushed us to dig deeper, laugh louder and create endless magic.
Please like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel 𝐓𝐇𝐄 Unlimited to be part of this exciting journey.
And follow, leave us a comment or even compliment on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, etc. Links are in description below.
Roll camera.
Rolling. शुरू से शुरू करते हैं.
I am Goldwin Fonseca. I'm a Packshot specialist.
You're Packshot King.
No, I'm not Packshot King.
My name is Gemma Fonseca. I'm a production manager.
Welcome to our multilingual audiovisual podcast, The Backstage Artist.
After I got married and I didn't have to work, so I requested one of my friends, is James Castillo, to give me some job. So he was working in midday, and in the midday building only there was a Genesis. They had just opened one courier company that was 𝐷ocuDel. Okay, so he introduced me over to Genesis, and I started working over there as a courier boy. I would go in the morning to the airport, pick up the consignment, and deliver and all. So unfortunately, what happened? The company got closed down. So I was jobless, and I told 𝐓𝐇𝐄, who was accountant, I told मेरे को कुछ तो भी नौकरी दे देना यार, because I need a job, because I was married and everybody asked Gemma, where is your husband working? Okay, then afterwards he told, okay fine, will you work as a peon? I told, of course I'll work. So I would come early in the morning, clean up the loos, sweep, swab, everything. Okay, this went on for 2 years. It went on for a year. It was a Ganpati.
Ganpati festival.
It was Ganpati, and the production boy did not want to come for.
Those days we didn't have any professional spot boys. So office boys used to go for shoots.
So he told, why don't you go to a shoot? So I went for a shoot, and I seen glamour, pukat ka khana, pukat ka cold drink, everything it was. Okay, but what happened, I met one spot boy, he was Raju, and he told me that, see, if you want to grow, you have to be near the DOP and the director. Okay, so that day I started working, and then they started noticing. And over there was a girl, Sophie, okay, Vikas's wife.
Vikas is a DOP, Vikas Sharma.
She liked my work and all. So she went and told the office that whenever we are shooting, I need Joel on my shoots and all. For 2 years, Prahlad did not notice me on. They said, karam kar, phal ki apeksha mat karna.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so I would work, day, night, and Prahlad was so busy, like one after another.
Yeah.
We went to Rajasthan for Raymond shoot. It was a Raymond shoot. Yeah. So we were staying in a Madhod palace.
Oh, wow.
And we were shooting over there only.
Oh.
And I still remember the model was Atit Pancholi and Urmila Deshpande.
Oh,
okay, the sequence
that is a memory.
Yeah, the sequence is what there are lots of pillars, and as Atit Pancholi is walking, his sherwani changes one after another from the pillar to pillar.
Oh.
And that time there was no post or anything. So we had a big trolley, and we have to go. So as it goes from one pillar, then again the trolley goes. Intercut of Urmila, she's making rotis and all, Rajasthani costumes and all, and she's waiting for a princess. So at last he goes over there, he sits down. When he sits down, she's serving the thali. Thali with all different kind of vegetables. When she gives it, he eats, there's an interaction with the dish, and when she removes the thali, the Roman's logo is there.
Oh.
Okay. But us time pe kya hua मालूम है? That stencil, what they had done, they had made so big stencil.
Oh.
When they made so big stencil, तो थाली का size करने. So and this agency was particular about the font of the thali.
Of course.
Okay,
Raymond.
तो क्या हुआ? Raymond. So we called the artist from there. He couldn't make it, nothing. So क्या करे? They started taking snaps and all whatever. Then we are supposed to put a set in Bombay, because that time earlier days there were no post production, no green
Chromas,
screen,
nothing.
no chroma.
And this
nothing.
is, we are talking about what year?
83, 84.
No, not 84, no.
85.
87.
87. Okay.
After Silva was born.
Oh my God, wow.
87.
Okay.
Okay, about 87. So no post, nothing was there. So अभी क्या करेगा? So we packed up everything. Prahlad gave galis for the agency and all for giving so big logos. So we told, okay, fine. We'll go to Bombay. We'll create a set same way and we'll shoot it. I was just sleeping and I was allotted a room where, like, you know, ground floor पे है, where वो लोग मट्टी का करते ना. I mean, with cow dung they
Flooring.
and all.
right.
So I was in one of those, you know, dingy room. Okay, so all the production stuff was with me. Okay, all the Raymond bags and all. Okay, so with sherwanis, all different kinds of sherwani. So I went to sleep on the bed. When I sleep on, I seen a Raymond bag hanging. Then I seen logo of what do you call that? Raymond's.
Name of that band.
Because it was first white color bag with black Raymond's written on it.
Oh.
Unka Raymond's, you know. I got up. I had cardboard. I had camel ka gum. I had blade. So I removed what do you call that?
Bag.
The bag.
Cut it out.
Stick it to the thing, and I made a what do you call it?
Stencil.
Out of that stencil. Okay. Then I took the rangoli. I put it over there, and I spread it.
He tried.
And I removed it. I removed the thali, and it was same size. Imagine the joy in my heart.
Oh my God.
So my full night I was doing rangolis of it. So my full room was of Raymond's all over the place. You know. And morning happened. I went running with that cardboard box with rangoli in one hand. I went on top. Everybody was staying in the same hotel. Prahlad with a lungi, he's brushing his teeth, you know. So I couldn't, because Prahlad did not know me, so I couldn't approach him directly. I was a small boy. Okay, and one of the makeup artists was there, Vidyadhar Bhatte. Okay, so I went and I go, Vidya. I put a cardboard, I put rangoli, I removed that cardboard, it was in Raymond's. Then I took the thali, I kept the thali over there, and again I said, you're not looking for this shot? He said, yeah. So what he does, he started shouting, hey, Prahlad, idhar are you looking for this same thing? He said, yes. Prahlad looked at him and then he started doing that. He said, Vidya, for first time in your life you have done a proper job. So, you know, but see, good, very kind and good of Vidyadhar. He did not take the credit. Okay, he told, no, it's not me. It's this boy, Joel. उस टाइम पे बॉय ही था मैं.
Of course, it's 87. We are talking about like 36 years back.
So he's saying, this boy has done it. Prahlad just looked at me and he walked out. Okay, so first thing in the morning, he said, set up the shot. He told me, set up the shot. I made rangoli, Aditya Pancho sitting over there, and he removes Raymond, then wide shot, then close up, and they were very happy. Then we came to Bombay. The shoot happened, Raymond, everything. When we came to Bombay, we had an internal meeting. And I was like a spot boy. So I was not authorized to come and sit with this meeting, office meeting. Okay, I was a peon, like a spot boy. Then of course everybody came to me. Then everybody attitude only changed towards me. Okay. Then after that, what Prahlad had told them, if I go anywhere in the world for shooting, I want this boy.
Oh, wow. That is so cool.
Yeah, that changed my life. Then I was promoted from spot boy to production. Okay, first I was a peon, then spot boy. And then now I'm doing production. So I started helping this and that. So I was noticed, everybody was doing it. Then a production manager in Genesis came in, Alfonso. He was a production manager. Apparently, he got a job in Chaitras.
Chaitra.
Then he went over there. Then there was a vacant for production manager.
So he
Then
was
they
promoted.
made me production manager.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And that production manager, it was very like, organizing everything. Today, you have everything. EP, DP, LIPI,
Yeah.
everything. Earlier, no. Everything.
Oh, there was only one.
Yeah.
Production manager. He'll go for shopping for dresses, he'll go
Everything.
shows.
We had to do video
Ah.
test to everything. Yeah. Those days we used to do everything.
So I became a production manager. Then being production, it was responsibility. There were no phone calls. There were no phones and all.
mobiles.
Yeah.
So I had to stay in office till late. Okay. Now, very often, they were not phone with other people. So we had the contact number of different. किसका पान वाला का है and जिसका
like that,
इसका है
shops,
उसका है तो ये or if not we had to go personally to their house and tell them क्या okay fine we are shooting on 15th and your car. We had to go personally. Okay, खाने वाले को personally घर पे दिया उनके पास फोन नहीं होता था. There was a restaurant Neelam in Khar. So all this assistant directors, all these people don't meet over there.
Oh.
Okay, so if you want to convince, like okay, fine, I want to hire you, like, okay, so नीलम में जाओ, सब लोग उधर वेला बैठे हैं, दारू पीते.
So that is their hub. Just call
So
Janta.
suppose and they would exchange, अरे यार तेरा पार्टी का फोन आया था, they were waiting.
Oh, nice.
So all these things, no phone call, nothing. So I was this like घर के अंदर phone भी नहीं आता था because MTNL. You apply, it comes after 3 years. उस टाइम पे फोन नहीं होता था. So I had to get up early in the morning,
Rush to
go there
office.
To office because in office also we had 2 phones and so much work. Everybody was lined up.
Piling on that, yeah.
It was very difficult our time. And then as a production manager, I knew one thing very secret. What did I know? Suppose like if I was shooting in Natraj studio. Okay, I know that what they call it, the telephone operator. They would have a telephone operator where they would give the line.
Yeah, I know.
दो फोन बाहर रहता था तो नंबर दिया तो आपको फोन. तो उसको क्या सुबह सुबह क्या करता था? मैं दारू का बोतल लेके जाता था उसको.
सुबह सुबह.
दारू का बोतल. Good morning sir, this is for you. तो वो क्या करता था मैंने जब भी मेरे लाइन में नहीं है मेरा दूसरा के अंदर फोन होता था.
Oh my God.
Wow. Yeah, this way. So one studio had a female. So अभी उसको दारू का
Chocolates.
तो उसके लिए ना
Bribe.
वो अमूल के ना इतने बड़े बड़े चॉकलेट मिलते थे पहले. So that I would go, hello, good morning, and I would give that this telephone operator.
Like a bribing.
And my phone would go directly. They had an internet connection in the studio. So Joel, आपका phone है.
Wow,
So
very
all this
smart.
thing we have done. That time we would do lots of Maggie, Pepsi,
Kit Kat,
Kissan,
Kit Kat,
all
Britannia.
this Britannia.
Good day.
So and it started with Maggie, and Maggie had lots of product shots. Okay, they would come up ketchup, tomato, chili, tamarind. So
We didn't have food stylist also those days.
A food stylist is a
Later
very
on.
new
Yeah,
profession.
we
in
didn't
that
have, so we
way.
have to
the
do that.
first Maggie food stylist, you know who's the food stylist?
Gemma Fonseca?
Yes.
Oh, nice. I so expected
She's
it
the
would be
first because they won't know of that. So any what you call Maggie shoot would be, and she would be the this like उसके अंदर it was not so elaborate that time.
Nah, it was not so.
Yeah.
It was not that. So you have to make good और उसके अंदर क्या लगता था? I mean peas,
Capsicum.
capsicum.
It's basically colorful sabzi.
That's it.
But that time also to thinking it was.
So you thought about it, like when you saw the when you did the food styling.
No, nothing.
No,
We just had the
nothing.
job. ये
On
थोड़ा
the
green
job.
ऐड करो, ये ऐड करो, ये dry दिख रहा है तो oil brush से oil करो, all that.
Oh.
We started doing.
So when Prahlad, as a production manager, I was doing all these things like setting up a shoot, this and that. I would hire DOPs, camera, everything as a production manager. The full support was given by her.
Yeah.
You
So
know,
how did you come into this though?
I came.
I told you how she came in.
Tell.
Because no, I'll tell you. So what happened? I would get some money from this for a
Producer Ravi
shoot.
Upar has to give money.
Okay.
X amount of money.
For a shoot. So what would happen? As a production manager, we are supposed to लिखना पड़ता है
Yeah,
इसको पैसा दिया उसको
Those days
पैसा
everything
दिया।
was cash, no check at all.
No check.
Everything
Of
was
course,
cash.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
in bargain what happened, I would forget. बर्फ वाले को पैसा दिया, वो भूल गया, वो कोई टैक्सी से आया उसको पड़ गया. So I was losing money, but very good and kind of Genesis people, they would ask for the vouchers and all. I would tell, see, you have उस टाइम पे 5,000 बहुत बड़ा amount हुआ.
Of course, of course.
5,000 you have given, but I got an account of only 4,500. They would just look at my face, they would take and they would put in the draw. They would not question like क्यों कैसा, you have to account for it. So मेरा totally ऊपर से था. Other people नीचे से ऊपर होता था. You understood? They would digest. Never have digested. जैसे मैं कर्म कर फल की अपेक्षा मत करना. I would not. ये होते गया. Then she one fine day she said, you know, that you are losing money. This and I would tell you know I'm feeling very bad. You know I'm losing money. She's saying I'll come and handle the money part of it.
Oh.
So she was working in Pաքshot as a telephone operator, and we would shoot lots in famous studio. And Pաքshot was in Worli and we
On the way it was. So mostly I used to get a lift.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it is like it's also in the town. So
yeah, but he used to drop me and he used to go to Qatar. So I worked there for 10 years. And
10 years?
10 years. I worked as an operator cum receptionist, and then actually that kids had grown, so I said might as well help him. So I joined him as.
Since what age you have been working?
I've been working at the age of 19. I started 19.
For
I got
10
married at
years you
18.
worked for.
I was 18 when I got married. He was 21. We got married early. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
So after 10 years, like I shifted here, and the first day was chaos because I've never been to a shoot, and when I go to Genesis office, the language, they're so loud, and you know how offices are. You are pin drop silence. You don't talk anything vulgar. At the most, you shake hands. यार कोई भी गाली बकता था, cigarette पीता है, क्या क्या, like I was feeling disgusted. I said, how do I manage this? I can't hear anything on phone. So loud there. But chalo, I also got into the same boat now. I'm also there, except I don't smoke.
Yeah. But because then you were also working with him in
So
the
I
same
started
role.
helping him to manage money in Genesis only. Then what happened was word of mouth because Prahlad helped us. Prahlad helped him get into Packshots, and he started talking to people saying you can hire Jewel whenever he's free.
Oh, he himself promoted.
Yeah. So agencies
yeah.
started doing in-house films, and they wanted us to do production. I mean, him to do the production. So it was difficult for him to do both. And then he started traveling with Prahlad to Burma and Vietnam and everything. And here, like, our parties were going haywire. So then he said, you come. Then I started handling them. I learned on the job, basically with him on the job. It's not like any school or anything. He learned through Prahlad and I learned through him.
Oh, wow.
So, but actually, Prahlad is the godfather.
So, like, how did even like Mr. Kakkar actually help you? Other than Raymond, how did you?
No, I'll tell you. So then what happened? I was a production manager and everything. And then whenever the storyboard would come, he would read a story, the live part he would do. And for product shots, he would come and tell me, "Hey, come here. Okay, now we are shooting for, like, first time I shot with, we are shooting for Maggie. So I want some beautiful shot of them. And us time pe we didn't had references, video, nothing.
Of course,
Only
yeah.
one thing, we had a black book. There was a black book. Just Google it and in that lots of images were there.
Oh.
We have to visualize, okay, tomato hai, splash hai, तो कैसा किया जाता है? So all this thing, like, no.
So it they had actually told कि कैसे करना है.
नहीं,
Just the image.
Picture देखो
did you
and
see,
give imagine.
what do you call it? A play by book. खाली लड़की को दिखाता है कैसे
It's like that.
Same thing is like a playboy book for us. It was. So, but I would imagine things. Tomato, okay. Then I had created lots of tomato slicing, tomato. Then I started learning about camera, speed, and everything. So there are many times I have, like, take an example. There was a Prahlad said, I want beautiful shots, and we were shooting for Kisan squash. Kisan. I want lots of oranges, lots of. And us time pe, when we were shooting, we would shoot on 35 mm.
Yeah, I was going to ask that. Yes.
It was shoot on 35 mm, which would go only 100 FPS. 100 frame per second. Okay. Today camera, we can go 5,000 frame per second.
Yeah.
Today we were shooting 1800 FPS.
Yeah.
So everything was very slow, everything. Us time pe 100 FPS was, like, you know,
The most. Yeah.
So to do all this splashes and all, what to do? So what I did, I went to a shop, bought half bag of sugar. I went to Arab Gully. I bought 𝐴 का color. I sat in the office, took a big bartan and ghol out that.
Okay.
Ghol out, mix the color, and it was orange color. Then they had some pineapple color, so peela pineapple. So when I had like slice of orange coming with a pipe, I had pipe, kiya, it hit and there was splash. Okay, and I was playing the thickness with the liquid. Today, if you have water, it will look very thick. But that time, there were no high-speed camera.
Yeah.
So everything was very looking nice because I had made thick. So everything and I made rigs. I started making
Yeah, I was
rigs
gonna ask
around
that.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, now
So you have been making rigs since how long?
since that time.
Oh wow. Okay.
Those are smaller rigs.
Smaller
gradually
rigs.
started.
So I'll tell you one story of a rig also. You'll come to. So all rigs like pipes, different kind of pipe,
Yeah.
different kind of nozzles. When we are shooting for chocolate, how thick the chocolate should be. If you are having a chocolate swirl, all these things. Prahlad Kakkar, I was in office and I started learning from him.
Oh.
Okay, then I failed many times, but he's a. You failed.
Do it again. Next
Do it
time.
again.
Read.
Oh.
Yeah, he was a good one.
And
He lost money, but he still made us do
lost
again.
money. He invested lots of money on me.
Reshoot.
Oh, wow.
That's how we learned on a job.
So he would tell, no, you have done a mistake. Go and do it right.
And then it was like not even digital, na? They shot
no,
all
no,
this.
it's on film.
Everything film.
Yeah.
And
That it's not like, okay,
So
it's
expensive,
failed,
yeah.
you can do on your no. Then after 3
Yeah.
days, then again he would tell, okay, fine, go and get it right and come. And then I started learning. So one day we were having a whiskey film, okay, black velvet. I still remember that. Story was this way. There's a model. She's sitting on a couching this, and the model comes. So she removes the stilettos and she throws to him, and the stilettos goes this way to him.
Plus to twirl and go.
Okay.
oh.
Okay, we didn't have something like to follow high speedly. No, he said I want that shot. Kya kare? So what I did, I just went and I relaxed myself and asked, how can I achieve this shot? What I did, I got a glass which is 6 by 4 feet,
Transparent glass.
transparent glass. Okay, thick, about 12 mm. I drilled a hole. Okay,
In the
I took
center.
a stiletto shoe. I put a bearing to it.
Matlab basically it will just stick like this.
Bearing and a rod, so big rod. Okay. Now my camera is over here. I put a trolleys, 2 trolleys. Okay, tied them together. Glasses on this, the stiletto is here, and the camera is here. Okay, and I just this. So this way. So when you are traveling this way,
It's like the shoe keeps
Oh,
going
it
up
goes
and
wrong.
down.
It
Rolling,
basically,
rolling.
oh.
you understood that time some years back.
Was it Feroz Gujarat?
Okay, Firoz Gujarat. The model was Firoz Gujarat.
She's a very famous model.
She-
Usha
she was
fan
famous.
and all that.
She was very Margaret Alva ka
Margaret
daughter-in-law.
Alva daughter, yeah.
Oh, damn. Nice.
Okay, so this way and then it went, and I mean that was one of the reasons which I was very dislike. And then again another incident happened when for 𝐴 they wanted 𝐴.
Yeah.
You have seen a cob.
Yeah.
A
Corn on cob.
Corn cob.
Corn cob,
And they wanted
The corn coming to
corn
you.
flying towards camera.
Okay.
From the cob. From the cob.
From the cob.
Yeah.
They want this
Like
thing,
dung, 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 dung.
it should come towards camera. Okay. So you got to. So I thought. Then kya kiya? I took a cob. I had identical cobs. Okay. Then I उसको 4 लाइन नंगा किया उसका.
Okay.
Okay. फिर उसको rod पे रखा. Started placing one corn, one
Yeah.
seed. Made a corn out of it. My camera is here, your cob is here. Then I had a high pressure, what do you call it?
The blower,
Blower.
basically, yeah.
Okay, and your camera. And 1, 2, 3, I go, sack, so that all come towards camera. Started discovering things.
Yeah.
All because of Prahlad Kakkar.
Yeah.
I mean, he would give challenging job which I can say no.
Yeah.
So
And
this
he
is
somehow knew also कि you will be able to
was
achieve
capable,
it.
yeah.
So that's what he helped me along. That's how from production manager I become Packshot specialist. So then he would call up people and tell, if you need jewel, you can always have it.
While you're already on job.
Yeah,
with
yeah, yeah.
him.
He was on paid.
Yeah. He never told me like, he said, see, you got talent, go explore it. So कभी नहीं बोला क्या इसको रोको this and that. So I would be shooting somewhere, then after but I would manage. Like I said, I would go and neglect my office. First office work I would do, and I would go. Then slowly, I started gradually doing lots of Packshot. Then she started doing production for Genesis. She became a freelance production manager.
So when you were in Genesis, he was also there. So he taught you something like what exactly to be a production manager.
No, I got context through him only, all the numbers and all through him, and how he made a worksheet and said, others usually what people don't have worksheets, you just keep in their mind that worksheet hota hai to then you remember you've called home and you've confirmed on home, others you forget. That's all I got to learn through him, and I learned a lot of things from him. Otherwise, you learn on the job. Basically, you learn on the job. You make mistakes, you learn on the job.
So how was your shift?
I shift in the sense like I didn't know anything about ABCD kuch nahi, because when I started, he had never taken me for the shoots before. At the most, I used to go to Diwali pujas in his office. Only that side I told. Yeah.
I'll tell you one incident. One incident what happened. Till for nearly for 1 week we have not spoken. She was very both So one day what happened?
Office conservative. Because it's not opened up, not explored.
Okay. So एक दिन क्या हो गया मालूम है? I was shooting for some.
You're in Vietnam.
What is that?
Vietnam में था.
नहीं.
The beer thing.
Not beer thing. Beer thing also I'll tell you. So one day what happened? There was this top shot. Okay, one girl for hair shampoo. The girl goes so her hair flies, and a boyfriend comes and he sleeps this way. Okay. Now the cameraman is what do you call it? Filming. So he's saying, I need a stand-in. By mistake, क्या हो गया मालूम है?
He goes and sleeps.
I went and sleep. Okay, वो छोकरी के बाजू में and somebody click a snap. Okay, so snap मेरा कैमरे से snap निकाला. We took that.
तभी डिजिटल नहीं था ना सब.
Digital
रोल पे.
तो मैंने develop करने को बोला print आ गया. So I was seeing the snap. So that snap came out. Fast I put it down. She's seen it.
If you're not guilty, why you should put it down?
Why? Who's this girl? I don't know the model. No. अरे वो लफड़ा. Then after when she came to know, she understood like.
What it is करके. We don't know anything about it. How
And if you don't know, then it is more scary. Like if you finally go on the set, you understand how people are and how the work happens. It becomes daily job then later on.
And one of the incidents what happened, we were shooting in 𝐲𝐇𝐿. You have heard about 𝐲𝐇𝐿?
It's in Mahalakshmi ghetto.
𝐲𝐇𝐿.
No.
Okay, that is a daru joint. Okay. So we were shooting. Right. Okay. So we were shooting over there, and we were shooting for beer commercial. And for beer commercial, what happened? There was a glass which is constantly with a froth. Everything changed around it. Everything is changing.
Okay.
And we didn't have anything like so we had a glass. Post production ऐसा कुछ नहीं था. Glass है, वो बढ़ती जा रहा है. So everything changes. So what happened? And I had stopped alcohol. I was not drinking alcohol for 15 years. So that day we were shooting. Then the glass is filled with a froth. Then every time you have to decant this for the fresher beer.
Of course.
Okay. So ये निकाला and Prahlad said nobody should go. And उस टाइम पे super glue, stick fast, ऐसा कुछ नहीं था. So you everything like actual. So nobody should touch. So मेरा turn था. First glass पिया, froth आया, shot लिया. Then again we had to decant. Foo.
Straw से.
Yeah.
पीने का टाइम एक घूट गया. अच्छा लगा. By the end of the day, I was sozzled.
Oh no.
Then he comes home, and I was very upset. Next day I went to the shoot. I said, why you can't?
No, once again, next day in my house there was a matham. Because I was not trying. So I told, no, yeah, this is on the job, you know. He's saying, okay, I'm going to come. So as usual, she can
Shoot.
So the glass was there, and she's saying, no, going near the glass. No problem. Glass was there, somebody else went, he spilled the glass on you. Back to Jewel.
Oh no!
I told Prahlad, like, you know, I'm doing, he's saying, you do. Till today, I get a salary from your office. Till today.
From Genesis?
From Genesis.
Oh
Till
wow!
today, I get a salary from his office. उसका बोलने का मतलब क्या है मालूम है? You don't need money. It won't make a difference to me. It won't make a difference to me to give you the money. You
Oh
know?
my god, what that is like, but everybody in the team gets the money yet?
No,
or
no,
just him?
only me.
Oh, okay.
Only me. I still get a salary. But
wow.
whenever he's shooting and all, he'll inform me 15 days back, 15 days earlier, that we have a shooting. If I say no, I can't do, no problem. But if he has any functions and all, then I have to be there. He was a big thing, you know. There are people in my life. There was Prahlad, Mithali, his wife, Sophie, and Deepu. They were, these are people who really helped me in early stage of my life when, like, you know, I was nothing, and these are people.
In fact, they helped our children also when the kids were small. So Prahlad's kids, Prahlad and Mithali's kids, wherever they were going swimming or anyway, movies or
Dance,
anyway, they used to
classes
dance
and
classes.
this and that.
Everywhere they took our kids. They enrolled our kids also for the same
Oh.
thing.
Oh, yeah.
So Mickey Mehta was training their kids for swimming. So he trained my kids also. The same thing with
Shamak
Shaman
Dawar.
Dawar was teaching dance classes. So
he,
they were
all my,
enrolled there.
Oh, so now both of Sylvester and Goldwin know dancing.
No. You know how this is.
Bachpan mein.
Bachpan mein.
But they also got involved. They also got interested because of Genesis. Because during vacation they used to hang around with us.
I was gonna ask
Yeah,
that.
Prahlad was the one who gave Sylvester the first light meter. He still has it. First light meter when he was a kid.
Wow.
That is old.
So I don't know what he predicted. Now, number one, he predicted once we were Bandrapi, me and my family, when the children, as we were going, they were staying in Kanti apartments. You know where Kanti apartments? Bandra. When you're going to Mount Mary Church, on the way over
It's on that Tekdi.
on the Tekri. So I was very excited to show my boss's house. So I told Jen, come, I'll take you to boss.
She had not joined Genesis.
No,
yet.
she was not
I was
there. She
working
was
with Texans.
what do you call
Texans.
office like, you know. So leke gaya, chai vai pilaya and all. And then we came. Next day, what Prahlad says, no, I'll look after your wife. I think so. If she joins you, na, she'll be ahead of you. Both ahead of you. And he predicted.
Wow.
He predicted that time. Then same thing happened with Silver. What happened? We didn't had anything, so we would take the children for the shoots because we didn't had so much money to keep this what they call caretaker or something
Or
like
take
that.
them on too many
So she would
vacations,
go. She would sometimes take the
To my
kids to
office
our
also.
office. Then
They
the
were
kids,
allowed.
We were allowed,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh wow.
Not two kids together, one kid at a time.
One,
yeah. But
So-
that is also a big.
Yeah. For me, whenever shoot hota tha, wo aate the. And that's why the children are more comfortable shooting because they have gone through all these things.
Yeah, they have been being like
Yeah, they used to
on-
play with
being on the
carpenters.
set since
Carpenters,
young.
this and that, light boys and all.
Yeah.
So
They used to mix around.
surround and all.
Just that is
So-
such an advantage, though.
Yeah.
So
and
sorry to break it. Yeah.
Then after, what happened for Sylvester? I don't know from where he comes. He had his own precious
Prahlad.
light meter. You have not to read the light meter. Sorry. He just told Silver, you need this.
And how young he was?
He was about kitna?
14, 15?
14, 15.
Oh, then.
Yeah. He told you need this. And he predicted. And today, Silver's.
Of course. We know. We have been trying to get his interview. He's so busy. We can't even reach him.
So it's like that. So he that was the first meter.
Wow.
And
Even Sylvester
that's what-
trained there. He was a trainee. But,
In Genesis.
Vacation
that's
job.
what I'm telling. See,
Sylvester,
what
Goldwin all trained there.
all trained.
Oh, even
They were
Goldwin.
there.
Sylvester used to do swabbing, flows
Everything,
and all.
Sobi,
For shoots.
everything for shoots and all.
And so when we were doing our outdoor shoot also, I remember we were shooting in Kashid. I and Joel traveled by car, but we made him travel by production tempo. No, they have to learn the hard way, na?
Hard way.
That's
course,
how we
Yeah.
are.
So we told no, उधर ही जाने वाला है. But I don't know. I think so.
So
we
he
should
traveled by the
travel,
tempo with the
tempo
production
and all
boys.
with production boys and all. वो
So that
spot by
they
shot
should
काम
not
किया
feel
हुआ.
like
No. And we were staying in what do you call 𝐴𝐄
yeah, A crew and
And
B
B
crew.
crew.
He wasn't
Okay.
really.
Never we tell, okay, fine, he's my son, so you can always no. B crew, you have to get
So
to
they
early
know
in the morning.
everything when they learn this, no, from the small, like how to.
So
deal
he
with
has
things.
done all this thing. Now when he joined Vikas also, he would travel. Vikas had some lights, equipment. He would travel
By that truck.
With the equipment truck.
With-
Yeah, before going
equipment
to FTI, he worked under Vikas Shivraman. He trained under Vikas Shivraman. Then he got to FTI.
Oh wow.
So it was a long journey of us, yeah, and we enjoyed it. Like, there are lots of incidents which came across me,
Yeah.
but it will pura raat jayega.
Don't worry, we will continue this conversation in our next episode. So please stay tuned in.
As a production manager, sometimes she has job. Okay, she saying I am not coming. You go, I go. Like a then they call me a dummy production manager.
Please like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel Pixels Unlimited to be part of this exciting journey.
And follow, leave us a comment or even compliment on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, etc. Links are in description below.